Welcome back everyone to the channel and thanks for joining me today for something truly special. In today's video, we're going deep into the brand new 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650, a bike that keeps its legendary adventure spirit alive while adding thoughtful modern updates. For those of you who love dual sport riding, you probably know the KLR 650 has built a reputation over decades for being simple, tough, and reliable enough to ride around the world. The 2026 version stays true to that core but brings in some welcome refinements that make it more comfortable, slightly more tech-savvy, and ready to take on both city commutes and dusty back roads with confidence. So, let's jump right in and take a closer look at what makes this mode stand out. Starting at the front, you'll notice Kawasaki has kept the classic rugged look that KLR fans love, but given it a modern edge. The large, sharp front fairing houses a redesigned LED headlamp that's brighter and more efficient than before, giving you excellent visibility whether you're riding late at night or through morning fog. The windscreen is taller and slightly wider, providing better wind protection on highways without making the bike feel bulky. The front fender still sits high, giving that classic adventure styling, but with a sleeker contour that helps control splash and mud. The front forks remain long travel to soak up rough terrain, and Kawasaki has refined the damping to give a smoother ride both on and off-road. pp. Moving along the side, the bike keeps its rugged silhouette with big, robust shrouds that protect the fuel tank and engine. One of the standout updates is the new tank designate now holds just about 6.1 gallons, slightly reshaped to make it easier to grip with your knees when you're standing on the pegs. This helps a lot when riding off-road, as it gives you better control. The side panels flow nicely into the tail section, and the frame's updated powder coat adds to durability against scratches and weathering. You'll also spot the upgraded engine guard, which is more solid than before, protecting the heart of the bike from rocks and debris when the trail gets tough. The overall lines remain familiar but a touch sharper, making it look modern without losing its classic adventure bike character. At the back, Kawasaki has updated the rear LED tail light to be slimmer yet brighter, which complements the slightly narrower rear profile. This helps the bike look more balanced and less bulky, while still allowing space for a rear luggage rack perfect for mounting soft bags or a top box. The rear fender is a bit more angular now, and the turn signals have been redesigned to be smaller yet still visible, keeping them safer from damage on trails. Even the exhaust has a revised heat shield, which is both more protective and adds a bit of style. While most people don't buy an adventure bike for its interior, the cockpit on the 2026 KLR 650 deserves some attention. The digital instrument cluster now includes a gear indicator, fuel consumption readout, and a USB charging port, which is really handy for riders using GPS or charging a phone. The handlebars remain wide and upright, giving excellent leverage for maneuvering at low speeds, and the handguards are slightly larger to deflect more wind and debris. The seat has been reworked with denser foam and a more ergonomic shape, improving comfort over long rides. Kawasaki also kept the seat height at around 34.3 inches, high enough for good visibility and ground clearance, but manageable for many riders thanks to the bike's slim midsection. Talking about performance, the 2026 KLR 650 stays true to its trusted 652cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine, which is now tuned slightly to improve mid-range torque. This makes it feel more responsive when overtaking or climbing hills. Power output remains modest by modern standards at around 40 horsepower, but what matters is how it delivers: steady, predictable, and easy to manage. Perfect for new riders stepping into adventure touring, yet still satisfying for experienced riders who appreciate simplicity over raw numbers. The engine now runs a bit smoother thanks to updated balancer shafts, reducing vibration on longer rides. The 5-speed gearbox remains geared perfectly for both city riding and off-road exploration. Braking season upgrade too, with a larger front disc and a new ABS system that you can switch off for off-road use. Suspension travel front and rear stays generous, giving about 7.9 inches up front and 8 inches in the back, letting the bike tackle rocky paths, gravel roads, or potholes without complaint. The steel frame remains sturdy, which some might call heavy, but that heft actually helps with stability on the highway, and riders around the world love that the KLR feels planted even when fully loaded with gear. In terms of pricing, Kawasaki has kept things reasonable. The 2026 KLR 650 base model starts around $7,500 in the US, depending on local fees and dealer pricing. There's also an adventure trim that adds side panniers, fog lamps, and a tank pad for about $8,200, and a traveler variant that focuses on touring convenience like a top case and a taller windscreen. Considering what you get to a proven adventure bike, updated LED lighting, better comfort, and subtle tech upgrades, it still offers excellent value for money. All in all, the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650 doesn't try to be the most high-tech or the most powerful bike out there. Instead, it remains what it always has been: a solid, honest adventure motorcycle that you can rely on, whether you're commuting to work, exploring backcountry trails, or even planning that once-in-a-lifetime ride across continents. Kawasaki has wisely chosen to refine rather than reinvent, keeping the bike accessible for beginners yet still appealing to seasoned riders who value reliability and versatility over flashy specs. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think of the new model. Would you choose it over other adventure bikes, or does something else catch your eye? Ride safe, and I'll see you in the next video.